welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an eyebrow tutorial. I do not get my eyebrows done ever, as you can see. So at the end of this, I'm gonna put a slit in it. That part is optional, but yeah, the minimalist. Anyways, the things we're gonna need today is some beige concealer and some brow pomade. All right, you're also gonna need an angled contour brush for your brows and a regular angled eyebrow brush. Also a spoolie brush, just to blend. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to brush our eyebrows in a upward direction and just to the shape that you like them to be in. I wanna put a little bit of arch in mine, so I'm just brushing them up. Next, you're gonna take a little dab of eyebrow pomade. You do not need much. And I use brown because it just matches better. I don't like black pomades and gels and eyebrow pencils just because they just don't look natural. If you use brown, it blends really well with your natural eyebrow color and it's just less harsh. So it doesn't have to be perfect at this point. That's what concealer's for. So we're gonna just do our best right here, and then we are going to conceal and erase later on. All right, and on to the other side. Usually one side is easier than the other. So here's just a more detailed side because I'm totally right-handed and this is the left side of my face. So the reach is just easier. So like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect at first. We're going to use concealer to straighten all of this out. All right, so go ahead and refresh your eyebrow brush with a little more gel pomade. You don't want to put too much on there, just a little bit, because if you do, it'll get really dark and it'll be really unnatural. Okay, next up, you're gonna go ahead and grab your beige concealer. It does not have to be this brand, it can be whatever. Put a little tiny bit out just so you can get enough on your angled contour brush. And you're just gonna dab your brush in there so you can get a little bit, just enough to make a line underneath your eyebrow. Okay, so this is where the accuracy comes in. You really just need to try not to get it into the eyebrow. Just try to get little flicks at a time so it's straight. You're gonna end up blending it out in the end, so it doesn't have to be like 100% perfect. Just make sure it doesn't get into the brow unless you're trying to erase a part that you messed up. Okay, so this part is kind of optional, but if you do the top, just make sure you're careful, like I said before, to not get it into the brow. This is basically a cleanup process, and it actually highlights your eyebrow when you do the top and the bottom, so it's like extra popping. Okay, so I wasn't really feeling how square my brow was looking in the front, so I went back in with a pomade just to try to straighten that out. And yeah, It's like a trial and error type of thing, so don't be afraid to mess up. You have concealer, so you can fix whatever. Okay, grab your spoolie brush and just blend it out. Okay, and after you're done with that side, do the same thing on the other. Okay, and this is one of the reasons why we conceal. So you see how uneven that is. We're just gonna go over that with concealer. And at this point, this is what I was talking about, unless you want to erase something. Now you can go into the brow if it's not straight enough. Okay, so at this point, you are finished with your eyebrows. The next thing I'm going to do is put a little slit in my eyebrows. Not a real one, but you know, one that you can get away with one day and then you gotta go to work the next day. Yeah, that one. Okay, so grab your contour brush. I put a little water on it just so I can get it like as flat as possible. And you're gonna take your concealer and take the brush and just put it on the very tip of the brush. Okay, next you're just gonna figure out where you want your slit to be. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Soldier Boy today because I'm feeling froggy. You can put it on the arches of your eyes. You can do it like 2 lines or whatever. It's up to you. And the same as before, we're gonna grab our concealer and clean it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go back in the slit because you see how not straight that is. I want a straight line, real sharp. Okay, so in order to blend this properly, you're gonna lightly tap it with your finger until it blends closer to your skin color. Okay, so this is the finished look. Let me know how it turns out for you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button. Yeah, later.